Welcome to Real Questions in Real Estate. I am Adriana Martin and I'm here with the beautiful Alexandra Seydan. She is Director of Luxury Sales and a member of the Sports and Entertainment Division at Douglas Elliman and a real estate expert. So, hi.
Hello, Adriana. Thank you for having me.
I have 5 amazing questions that everybody wants to know about real estate. I have them written down here. And the first one is, what is the difference between luxury buildings and typical new construction when it comes to pricing and upgrades?
So we have a lot of new construction going on here in Miami. If you go south, you'll find mostly the typical new construction, right? The difference between that and the luxury condos that are selling within Miami is that one, those builders really don't budge on pricing, right? So if you're buying something that's under $1 million, you're probably going to pay the asking price, and then anything that you do upgrades, and trust me, everything in the house is an upgrade, you will be paying extra on top of the purchase price. Meanwhile, in luxury buildings, what we found is that the builders are already using high-end finishes, so you're not doing a lot of upgrades within the house, and also their pricing is always negotiable, right? So they might be asking for a price, but you can negotiate that down, and then you'll always find a little bit of a difference there where you don't find it in homes under $1 million.
And what is the one thing that buyers should know when it comes to new construction and renting?
So that is a great question, and I always tell everyone that they need to know the rental policy. I can't tell you how many people reach out to me, especially from New York, the Northeast, and they want to buy a place here and Airbnb it, right? I don't know if that's very popular there, but most buildings here have a rental restriction, which means you could only rent it certain amount of times a year, and they have a minimum of 90 days, sometimes 6 months. The reason being is because they want to have this residential luxury building be geared towards owners and not investors. So they try to keep that under control.
Now, what's made you go from Coral Gables to expanding?
So, I love Coral Gables, right? I love the community. I love the charm. I love the homes there. I love that they are very old and, people have kept that charm there. However, I also love new construction. And even though we have a few buildings in the Gables that are new construction, when you compare them to everything else that's being built in Miami, I had to make sure I know this product. I visit those buildings. And again, even though I love the Gables, it's not for everyone. So when my clients are looking for something else, something different, I want to be able to give them that product.
Why did you choose Douglas Elliman?
So I've been with Douglas Elliman for many years now. I actually joined them in 2018. And when I joined them, I wanted to be associated with the luxury name, with someone who's very well established. And I think Douglas Elliman proved that in Miami specifically, because they have a handful of new developments that we represent. And I like to be that person that brings this to the client, right? I want to be the one that has the inside information for all the new projects and the exciting homes that I get to sell.
That's exciting. So you're definitely expanding your horizon.
Yes, I am expanding.
And what is the one thing to consider for somebody out of state that wants to buy in Miami?
That's actually a great question, because what happens is, everybody's thinking, I want a great view, I want to be by the beach, but it really depends on the lifestyle, right? So if you have little kids that they want to go to school, what are the best neighborhoods in Miami for schools? But then let's not forget, because sometimes, families move here and they relocate to an area with excellent schools, but then the mom has nothing to do, right? There's nothing around them. They cannot walk anywhere. So you really have to know what their lifestyle is, right? Because again, you could find great schools in a place, but nothing that's within walking distance. So I love to sit down with clients who are from out of state and really know what's their lifestyle, because that will put them in the right neighborhood. They will make them choose like where is best for them to live. So I think that's very important. And again, I find that most people change their mind. They come in thinking, I want to be by the beach. And then once you go over their lifestyle and their needs, they completely change the direction.
Now, the thing is that Miami has everything. So it's got something for everybody.
Yes, it does. It really does. And it's like so different, right? That you could find the craziness, people partying, we have all these festivals and events. But at the same time, you could go into the pockets that are very calm, very residential, or you don't hear a fly after 10 o'clock. So, it really depends on your lifestyle and what you like.
What do you love the most about Miami?
I think, when I first moved here, it was very hard adjusting because Miami is very different. But I realized during COVID days that you really don't need to leave this city to do anything. So if you want to go to the beach, if you want to, you have little kids, anything that you want to do is in Miami. And there's just a strong sense of community here that I really love.
What are you most passionate about real estate in Miami?
Real estate was actually the door of me meeting my friends, my clients. When I moved here, I didn't know anyone. So I think through real estate, through my journey, that's what really has helped me to just, become myself and then be able to help other people and just form this community that we have.
That's a beautiful purpose.
Thank you.
All right, so that was Real Questions in Real Estate with Alexandra Seydan. You're amazing. I want to hear more about your journey and everything that you're doing. I'm Adriana Martin, and we're definitely going to do this again.
Thank you, Adriana. See you guys soon.
What was the name of our podcast?
Real Questions.
Okay. Again.